Okay, sorry. I have to explain quite a bit of history and then quite a bit of context, and then I'll explain as to why I think this is blasphemous. So bear with me. So, um, we take it for granted in our modern era that you can buy pretty much anything, right? However, in the Middle Ages, it was explicitly banned, where the church explicitly banned the sale of holy items in a market. You could not buy candles, you could not buy statues, you could not buy crucifixes, you couldn't buy any of that. So the only place that you could get them was either at the church or you had to make them yourself, right? And we like to dunk on, medieval or people who lived in the medieval era, but they were a lot more clever than we give them credit. So, so what the market does when something is sold as a commodity, it's that it is what do you call it? It is put on a plane of universal equivalence, right? Everything is basically flipped inside out into a smooth eminence. And what I mean by that is that um, when things enter into a market and they become commodities, money acts as a universal equivalent. You know, before money was introduced in economics, so like let's say a barter system, you would only trade things that were similar to each other and things that were whole. You couldn't like divvy them up. So, for example, if I had one goat and I wanted to trade for some chickens, I couldn't just cut off a piece of the goat and trade it for two chickens. I had to trade the whole goat. But value was subjective and you couldn't really pinpoint how much was what. It also depended on your relationship and who you're trading with. However, when money is introduced in a market, what do you call it? Now you can put more precise value on a transaction. So under a barter system, you don't know how many chickens one whole goat is worth. But in a market with currency, you can. So the formula would go, you sell your goat for $50, and for $50, you buy 50 chickens. So the formula is one goat is equal to $50 is equal to 50 chickens. So in a roundabout way, the market is telling us is one goat is equal to $50. Or one goat is equal to 50 chickens, right? So, and now you can start trading all sorts of abstract ideas. You know, how much time how much is your time worth? How much is your life worth? How much are pieces of your body worth? So to get to the final point, the reason I think this is blasphemous is because the cross, the highest holy symbol in the religion, where God Himself was killed by an evil empire of Romans, literally inventing new technologies just to kill and torture poor people, I might add, um, and people that they colonized. The highest, holiest symbol in the religion is put into the market and constructed out of commodities. So that case of Dr. Pepper was what, $6? So the highest, holiest symbol in the religion is somehow equivalent to $6 worth of carbonated beverage. That is obscene. That is obscene.